Never Sleep Again TV would like to thank the Myers Fanatic for all of his support. Thank you, Myers Fanatic.
Hello, Insomniacs. It's Kurious Cyclopes.
And Steve.
And welcome to October, our favorite season, of course. There's been a lot of activity going on. If you saw our video, apparently it's still making good money. Chucky just came out. We got some other horror films coming out. But anyway, we're here to talk about Cult of Chucky. So perfect timing for October. So this is going to be our first review of this season. Alright, so I would like to start out by saying I was super excited for this movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Really anticipating it, especially after I loved Curse so much. You liked Curse a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I was really excited. And as I mentioned in our video, remember before I said Universal Studios fucking spoiled it for me?
Right.
Because they had a spoiler in there. By the way, guys, we're going to have a spoiler video.
Yeah.
Because we got to review it, so there is spoilers. But anyway, remember how I said they must have deleted it because I couldn't find it again? Guess what? I fucking found the article and I saved it. So I will be putting the little article on the back here. Because these idiots months ago published like pretty much descriptions of the haunted houses. These idiots literally said Chucky and his handy army are running a rampant. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Because guys, if this wasn't spoiled, the fact that there's multiple Chuckies would have blew my fucking mind. I literally had no idea that they were doing this.
Right.
Alright, but anyway, besides the spoiler crap that, you know, almost got it for me. Yeah, so Cult of Chucky it just came out on Netflix. And we actually watched it at the same time. We were live texting each other. But anyway, oh my god, I love it. Right in the beginning, you see Andy. He's on a date, and obviously the girl's like, "Oh, I don't know, like all you're past with like this doll, and like you know."
And she brings up him like having guns, and that she's not into that.
Yeah, she's like, "You're a little too much for me to handle. I don't know if we could, you know, go on another date." And it's like, "Oh, all right." So apparently he's been having a hard adult life,
right?
Because he's been a little jaded because of Chucky. But yeah, Andy apparently owns a fucking gun store, and he lives on top of it, which is pretty sick. So the opening almost gave me chills. Right in the opening, he goes back to his house from his date. He takes off a picture on the wall, opens up the vault, and what the fuck was in there, Steve?
Severed Chucky head.
Yep, severed Chucky head. And he was totally cautious, totally alert,
yep.
And apparently, since the end scene of Curse of Chucky, like when Andy's like, you know, eat this or whatever, and he shoots him.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he's been fucking torturing Chucky's head for like mad long. So, yeah, there's a scene right at the beginning where, you know, he takes out Chucky's head. He must talk to him or something. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's almost like they're buddies now that he's you know, harmless. He's just a head now. But
well, like they toke on a joint together and shit. So
yeah, Andy lights up a joint. Chucky's like, "Come on, man, give me a hit." And he's like, "All right." So then Chucky takes a hit, and then real quick he's like, "Ah!" And he tries to scare Andy. And then he's like, "All right, motherfucker, you want to play games?" And he takes out a blowtorch, and you just hear him going, "Ah!" and then the title comes up, Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, originally when I heard the title, I thought it might have been the voodoo cult that Charles Lee Ray might have been a part of, and they were worshiping him. But no, the Cult of Chucky is literally a cult of Chucky dolls. So let's go on from there. Pretty much, even though Chucky's severed head is, you know, stuck with Andy, Chucky apparently learned an extra voodoo trick from the Voodoo for Dummies book, which is a reference to Bride of Chucky. But Steve, what is Chucky's new trick that he learned?
He learns to put his spirit, I guess you would call it, into like multiple dolls.
Yep, and that is fucking nuts. So while his head is stuck with Andy, this motherfucker already had planted his soul into another doll that I guess Jennifer Tilly originally sent to the mental hospital that Nico was staying at. Well, they had one there from the therapist.
Yeah.
And then they had one that Tiffany sent to them. And I'm assuming that the original doll wasn't possessed the whole time, though, right? The therapist doll, he got possessed later.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it again. But, yeah, it was awesome. So Chucky, there ends up being 3 Chuckies. And, of course, the mental hospital, the plot wasn't that deep. Pretty much, Nico was just going like, "Oh, that's not just a doll, you know, that's Chucky." And then the doctor, of course, like, "Oh, you're crazy." And, you know, one of the patients, the female patients, she takes care of it like a baby. She's like, "Oh, well, how about that breastfeeding scene earlier?" You don't really see it, but you see that she got a bite.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Chucky, I don't mean this in a bad way, but he got some of his dark humor back. But that's not a bad thing, because Curse of Chucky was pretty much just straight horror.
Right.
But yeah, this one it was a nice balance of horror and comedy. But yeah, Chucky, there's a short-haired one. There's one missing an arm, because he shoves his arm down the girl's throat to kill her.
Right.
And then I guess we just have a standard Chucky doll.
Yeah, well, you have the one that the therapist had, the one that Tiffany sent, and then the short-haired one is the one that Andy sent himself with the gun inside it.
Oh, that's fucking... I almost forgot what that doll was doing. Yeah, that was great. So yeah, Andy was smart enough to send a Chucky doll there with a gun inside it. And yeah, he fucking... What does he do? He reaches into the one Chucky's stomach, pulls out the gun, and blasts him in the fucking head with it repeatedly. But yeah, so, Nika is Chucky's daughter. She's stuck in a psych ward after the events occurs. And pretty much, I forget, how does it even get back to Andy that Chucky's on the loose in the hospital? I think Chucky kind of hints to him, I kind of forget how Andy found out.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know that, he went there to try and, claim Nika's innocence to, that therapist and show him, look, she's not crazy, whatever, so...
Oh, yeah, because they showed the footage of that, right?
Yeah. So I think he was kind of following up on that place in general.
Yeah. But, Andy, of course, eventually when he finds out that Chucky's up to no good at the mental hospital, he's like, what the fuck's going on? So he goes there. Obviously, he wants to get in because he knows Nika's in there and Chucky's doing some crazy shit in there. He's like, oh, I'm crazy, let me in. The guy's like, go away. So then he just punches the security guard and instantly...
Which is a pretty weird way to get into a mental asylum.
Yeah,
just because you punch a security guard doesn't mean you're mentally unstable.
Exactly. I was like, okay, he's going to punch his security guard and then get arrested and go to jail.
Right.
Not like, okay, now we're putting you in a psych ward because you punched me after I wouldn't let you in. But, yeah, so mainly the main plot is just 3 Chuckies are running rampant. It's really just a fun movie. There's not a super deep plot to it. It's just Chucky times 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
So obviously he's causing chaos. He's killing people. Apparently the doctor is kind of rapey to Nika.
Yeah.
Dude, what was kind of weird? When Chucky was witnessing the doctor trying to take advantage of Nika when she was under the hypnosis or whatever, Chucky he's like, damn, I gotta take notes from this guy.
I thought, weird stuff.
He goes, I thought I was nasty, but this guy's sexually taking advantage of patients. And I was like, you're impressed that this guy is trying to rape your daughter.
Right.
It was just weird knowing that he's her dad. Not like that means shit to him really, but here's the weird thing. I guess the whole motive of Chucky even running rampant is you think he's just there to kill her off and finish her off. No, apparently you find out towards the end, Chucky wanted to fucking possess his daughter's body, Nika, and guess what? Eventually he does possess Nika.
Yep.
So right now, Chucky is walking around in Nika's body. Even at the end, Nika goes outside, meets up with Tiffany, and they share a nice smooch, nice kiss. And I think they referred to the girl that was supposed to be possessed at the end of Curse of Chucky, and they were just like, "Oh, we used her to do crime, and people got revenge on her."
Oh yeah,
he said something like that.
They said she's dead.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like sometimes he goes, "Oh, there's nothing better than having a little kid killing people. The only thing is sometimes the adults fight back." Or
right.
Something
Yeah.
Like that. It's like, "Oh no, not my daughter," or whatever. But
I do think it was a smart decision on their part to have him take over Nika's body because being Brad Dourif's daughter, they have very similar mannerisms and laughs and stuff, so it works out very well.
Dude, I don't know why, but when Chucky possessed Nika and then she had to act like Chucky, I don't know why, but she kind of did remind me of her dad.
Yeah, dude.
It was so weird. But yeah, so Chucky is in Nika's body, meets up with Tiffany, and then at the end, it turns out they look in the rearview mirror, and the Tiffany doll is also possessed there.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Tiffany is possessing her body, Jennifer Tilly's body, as well as the doll at the same time. Who knows why? Maybe it's just because it's harder to take her out than if she's in 2 places at once.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess that would be the advantage of it. But yeah, for the first time, we're actually seeing Chucky walking and talking in a human body. It's took this long, apparently.
Yeah.
But, there is something poetic about him possessing his daughter.
A little bit.
And in a sick way, it almost is like there is a little bit of care there. Because he could have just killed Nika, but no, he wanted to bring her in on the killing family. Like, even during the movie when she wasn't possessed, he's like, come on. Like, this guy was trying to rape you. Like, take this knife and kill the doctor. And she's like, no, I ain't doing that shit.
Right.
He's like, God damn it. But, so he ends up possessing her. But, God, the whole point of the movie for me was the interaction of the 3 Chucky dolls. Holy shit, was that funny. Not only did they gang up on that one doctor, which was awesome, having 3 Chuckies fucking this guy up, but, dude, they were even giving the one Chucky shit for having short hair. They're like, oh, man, you got the worst out of all of us. Like, you got some fucked up haircut. But it was so cool. I really liked it. I know some people don't like it because they're like, oh, why did you go back to some of the comedic roots? I didn't think it was overdone.
I don't think so either.
It was still creepy, but it was perfectly funny and creepy. Some people didn't like that, Chucky possessed his daughter. We didn't really see her do much yet, so I can't say I have a problem with it right away. Obviously, maybe I won't like it if he stays in her body for the whole next movie,
right?
Which I doubt, because people want to see the Chucky doll.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was really awesome. It was an awesome entry. I still respect the shit out of Child's Play for them not having a remake, because they just keep the sequels coming.
Yep.
I thought it was fantastic. I mean, it's a little too early on to say, but I saw it getting some good reviews.
Yeah.
But again, there are a couple fans that aren't too happy with it. But I'm so happy with it. I actually ran out and I got the Blu-ray box set that they just released. Even though I told Steve I'll probably regret it in 4 years when the next one comes out, because then there'll be another box set.
Right.
Because guys, we know Cult of Chucky is not going to be the last one. It just can't be, especially because of how it left off at the end. Right. But, yeah, I'm really excited for it. Of course, we watched it on Netflix, which is how it debuted. So, initially, we didn't see the post-credits scene, but the post-credits scene has Andy's girlfriend from military camp. She comes back. Oh, yeah, we forgot to tell Andy he ended up getting trapped in a psych ward, like Chucky locked him in and they got out. But anyway, the military girl from part 3 opens up the back door and Chucky's head is still chilling on the table in Andy's house, and Chucky sees her walking in the back door. And she goes, oh, hey, Andy sent me. We're going to have fun. And he's like, oh, shit. But it's so cool that they brought back that actress from part 3 to now. That's so incredible. I love it.
Right.
But what were your thoughts of Cult of Chucky?
I really liked it. I mean, I appreciated that it was going back to the roots a little bit more. I thought some of the one kill in it that stood out that I really liked was the one where he takes the compressed air can and smashes it off the ground and it breaks that glass ceiling and it all just shatters down on that girl.
It was shot beautifully.
Yeah.
I don't even think the budget was necessarily that good, but it looked like it was filmed damn well for whatever budget they had to work with. It probably takes a lot of the budget out when you're able to release it straight to Netflix. I know one advantage of not releasing things theatrically is the producers in the studio, they don't usually say as much and fuck with your movie as much if they know it's not going out into the theater.
Right.
So that might be why they had it straight to video for Curse and Cult.
Plus you're not really paying to advertise it as much. True. You're not doing trailers and posters and shit like that.
But I thought it was a fantastic entry.
Yeah, I thought so too.
When it comes to, I will say, for horror, Curse probably was a bit more horror than Cult was. And if I had to say which one was better, fuck, dude, I might say I like Cult a little more, not for the horror aspect, but I'm just a huge fan of having multiple Chuckies.
Right.
That's something that's incredible, and it's comforting knowing that he got that ability, because in that way, Chucky, you thought he was unstoppable before and couldn't be killed. Wait till now, because his soul is in several fucking vessels at once. I told Steve it's kind of like the horror crux, fucking Voldemort and Harry Potter. He has his soul in all these different things, so that way he's pretty well defended.
The one weird thing, it feels like the more movies we get, the more little tweaks and changes are made. Like when they did Curse, he looked a little different, and then like they tried to pass it off with the like, oh, it's fake skin
Oh
over
yeah,
like.
he had like a prosthetic latex over his scars.
But even behind that, he still didn't look exactly the same, which is fine.
My cousin David, who I grew up with watching Child's Play, but he told me he only really had one complaint that he mentioned to me, and I totally agree. He didn't like how for some reason they changed the voice of the good guy doll.
Yeah.
Not just Chucky, the good guy doll itself. We're like, hi, like I'm Tommy, I want to be your friend. Like, for some reason the voice was totally different, and it's not like it was supposed to be the second series of the good guy dolls. The guy even said like, oh, I went on eBay. I specifically bought a Chucky.
Right.
So that way, you know, your therapy could be as authentic as it can be. So, yeah, I don't know why they went out of their way to change the good guy doll's voice.
And they're not necessarily like huge deals. They're not like deal breakers
I just
or
wonder
anything.
why.
But yeah, like shouldn't that be just like a stock audio clip that you can get a hold of? Like
exactly, and plus it's nostalgic to us.
Right.
I remember the good guy dolls, like their actual voices.
Right.
But fuck, man. I mean, this just opens up so many possibilities. I will say, since I picked up the box set, I did watch the some of the special features of Cult of Chucky, and it was great. Pretty much, they had a feature that was something like, oh, the family tree, and it was showing like the dynamic between Brad Dourif and his daughter, and it was actually kind of heartwarming. She was talking about like how, you know, she didn't quite have a normal upbringing because her dad was always being Chucky, like busy, but like how now she embraces it and she's glad that she's now part of Chucky. Like, oh, it's really cool. Come on, guys. Chucky's daughter, Nika, is Chucky's daughter in real life.
Yep.
You can't get much cooler than that.
Yeah.
And she said it was even weird looking at the doll with her dad's voice coming out of it and it's trying to kill her. Like, that's so cool. But guys, I loved Cult of Chucky. I mean, there's not much else to it other than what we said. 3 Chuckies. They're in the mental hospital. Like Steve said, that kill was really cool with the air compressor going through the window pane on the ceiling. I honestly believe that was a throwback to Bride of Chucky. Chucky and his bride, they go into a honeymoon suite where a couple is.
Uh-huh.
And remember, Tiffany gets the champagne bottle, and she chucks it up to the mirror on the ceiling, and the mirror comes down and it slices up the married couple. So it was a nice little throwback to that. There was a couple of throwbacks, I feel like, to some older entries, especially with the post-credits scene.
Right.
Having the military chick from Part 3, so... guys, I really liked it. If I had to rate it out of 5, I would have to rate it the same as Curse of Chucky. I would say I would at least give it a 4. If I want to be really mean, I would say a 3.9. no, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I liked it. But then again, I'm a huge Chucky fan, so the chances were I was gonna like it no matter what, you know, just because it's a sequel, so I'm automatically biased to like it. But what were your overall feelings? What would you give it a rating?
I'm a little stingier with my ratings.
Yeah.
So I would probably call it like a 3.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
But like not a bad 3. It's a solid 3. It's just like if you're going up towards like 4 or 5, like you really have to impress me. Like.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad they're still making them.
Oh yeah.
The only downside about them making more is now I'm gonna have to sell this box set and get the updated one. God damn it!
I'm holding out for when they finally put like an ultimate box set that comes with a doll.
Oh, that would be so cool. You know, I need to pick up a good guy doll.
Or at least like a figure.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, hell, at least a Funko of Chucky.
Right? Do a little something.
Even the Gremlins, the new box set comes with the Gizmo and the Gremlin Funko.
I think I saw at Walmart that you could get like the DVD box set of the Child's Play. I think it's like the first 4 of them or something, but it comes with a little mini like Funko keychain.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, I'm surprised they have that out as well as this new box
I think
set.
it was an old thing.
Oh, I must have just missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I found it interesting that Walmart only seems to carry the DVD box set.
Yeah.
So I actually had to go to Best Buy to get the Blu-ray set. And the Blu-ray set, it's only like a little bit more. It's not much more. So
yeah.
Of course I'm going to get the Blu-ray. But everyone online on all these horror forums, everyone just rushed down and went to Walmart and just grabbed the DVD set. I bet you some of them probably didn't even realize, like, oh shit, there's 2 sets? Like,
right.
Whoops, I got the DVD one. But, I don't know. Any other thoughts on Cult of Chucky?
No, just I would suggest people watch it. Even like
It's on Netflix, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Use your friend's account.
How much easier can it get? Plus, like, don't let the negative reviews and stuff like dissuade you from watching it. I think like go into it open-mindedly, and it's a pretty fucking entertaining movie.
Exactly. And honestly, if you're a horror fan, it's entertaining. If you're a Chucky fan, you'll probably really enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Come on, you can't go wrong with 3 Chucky's. Sorry about that, folks. Always gassing up the place.
We need to get like a burp button that you can like hit to silence it.
Or a burp bag, so that way you don't have to smell the essence. All right, well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for Cult of Chucky. Not too much else to say because it did just come out, so we're kind of waiting for more of you guys to watch it, and then we can all discuss it.
Yeah.
So, at some point we'll probably have a Child's Play retrospective, over the whole series.
Maybe we'll just have to do a long episode about, like, the entire series, because it's taken us a long time to get through, like, single episodes of the series.
Yeah, like, fuck it. I mean, should we really just review each one separately, or just like, I like this one because of this, I like that one because of that, all in one video?
Well, you guys let us know. Like, would you rather hear about each movie individually, or you want to just talk about the entire franchise?
Yeah, because obviously we could do a franchise video, no problem. But to review each one, that takes time, and we actually have a little less time than we have had earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Which stinks, but, we're going to make the best of it. But yeah, I guess that's going to wrap it up for now. So watch Cult of Chucky. It's available on Netflix. Let us know as soon as possible what you thought. What did you like about it? What did you hate about it? And what do you think about the future of Child's Play? So that's going to be it. Kurious, Cyclopes.
And Steve.
Thank you for watching Never Sleep Again TV. Have a happy Halloween.